welcome, guys. Welcome back, guys, to another episode. We are setting up this frag tank, and as you can see, I have the light from my sump, the Red Sea 50, onto this tank. It's super dirty. I really need to clean that at some point, but I have it on this tank now just to try to get everything from that sump into this tank. As you can see, I also have the rack that was originally in there, at least one level of it in there. I did decide to print some new pieces on my 3D printer, so I have these guys. I'm thinking if I should, maybe try selling these. I don't know if people would really want something so basic, because this is very, it's very basic. But these are a little different than the original ones that I had in the tank that are white. Let me see if I can get one of these off just to show you. There we go. So this is the original one. And the difference between the two you can see pretty much right there. So number one, obviously it's fluorescent orange. So it does glow with the lights. It is longer. The little notches there for the egg crate are a little bit lower on the new one, and then also this little tab right here that hooks onto the back overflow. It's a little bit shorter. So with the original one, when you put it on, there's a lot of wiggle room. Like a good, 1/8 inch or so. So there's a lot of play. So for this one, I made it a lot narrower, so it almost doesn't move at all. And then that nice fluorescent orange. I'm printing quite a few different ones out, so I want to do the entire tank like that. I'll have probably maybe 8 printed, and I just want everything basically just to be floating. The whole rack just to be floating on the back. I'll still put stuff occasionally on the bottom. Like you can see, I printed even one of these, kind of like a mushroom holder. This is a version 1. I have a few more printed that are a little bit better. I've considered maybe selling that too. It's a little different than that cup that everybody else makes, and it's that nice orangey color. But I'll probably line the bottom with some bigger corals, and then just all the frags just be against the wall, just to keep it clean and maximize space instead of just one layer of coral. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab everything from the sump right now, and we'll get it into this tank. So I've put all the coral, pretty much all the coral that's been down in my sump into here now. Man, once you add all of it into the tank and you realize how big this tank is, like I can fill the crap out of this tank, because I just threw them in there. So they're really loosely spaced. But man, I think this week's gonna be a cutting week. And here in Las Vegas, there is an actual coral farmers market on March 27th. I'm contemplating whether or not I want to actually do it. If I start cutting now, that'll give it about a month for everything to heal. Then I can sell everything at the Frag show. So I think I might actually consider it. It is a little bit on the pricier side though. I don't know if that's normal because I've never been to a Frag show. It was about $300 for the spot. But yeah, we'll see. At least, definitely I'll start fragging just because my tank itself is overcrowded. You can see all the coral in there. You got some utter chaos on the left, one dendro, a hammer coral, then just a bunch of SPS, and then you can see on the bottom there, My little mushrooms all lit up. But yeah, in a little bit, maybe not today, in the next couple days, I'm going to get more of these little rack holders, space them out throughout the length, and then I want a piece of egg crate pretty much going the entire length around. And it's two, there's spaces for two, so I'll be able to do 2 layers. One shorter layer, maybe just 2 or 3 squares, and then the other one similar to like this one where it's like 7, 8 squares. But yeah, we'll see this tank again in a couple more days. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've printed a lot of these guys out. They look really good under this lighting. I'm going to take these ones, these 2 from the original one, and make a third brace right in the middle, just so there's kind of a more stability. I'm going to do it to this side too, but basically we'll have one rack for just whatever, a second rack, and then just a bunch of, bigger frag discs of coral just for kind of grow out, but all the frags will be up there so they're just not in the way and causing detritus and all that. I'm just leaving this down there just for a little bit until I get everything up there. But yeah, I'm probably gonna order some more lights. Obviously this one light isn't going to light up this whole tank, but few days once I get the lights in or figure out what I'm gonna do with these lights, we're going to go ahead and start fragging from the display tank. So hopefully in the next episode you'll see us just cutting that whole tank apart. I might do just one final update before I do cut it, but yeah, this frag tank is pretty much ready to go and ready to be stocked. Thanks guys for joining me on another episode, and I'll see you guys next time.